show you how to personalize some ornaments. There are supplies you're going to need to personalize. Fine tip black pen. We always use Pilot Ultra Fine Permanent. A fine tipped white pen. This is the one we like best. Sharpie. Poster paint. Extra fine point, remember that. And we also use fine tipped Sharpie paints in different colors. In order to fix mistakes, we use a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. That's what we like best. You can also use a white art eraser. Some people like that, but that's what we like the best. If it's been on for a long time, we recommend ink remover, Glue Gun ink remover. You can also get non-acetone nail polish remover, but we like this best. In either case, whether it's with this or with nail polish remover, you just want to remember after you get the writing off, you want to stop the action with a piece of paper towel dipped in some water, just so it doesn't also take the paint off. If the customer tells me that this is a Connecticut driver, then I would write Connecticut. When you're personalizing, it's easiest to use capital letters. I guess they call them uppercase now, just showed my age, and stagger them. And that way, if you make a little bit of a mistake, it doesn't look as if you did. Block letters, capitals, stagger them, practice, and you'll be able to do it. But if you stagger the letters, then you don't have to worry about it slanting up or down, particularly if you have a large surface to write on. And in the beginning, it might help you as you look at a name. I've been personalizing for a lot of years, but if you look at a name and you kind of mentally divide it in two, your key is going to be the day that you can write Christopher without having to take it off and start again. So yeah, I know I want that T to be somewhere in the middle. And as I start to personalize, that's what I keep in mind, that I want to get to there with the T. So again, I do staggered uppercase letters. I got a little bit off, so I'm going to make the middle one a little bit fatter. And that's what I do as I'm going along. If I see that I've not got as many letters left, I might make them a little bit farther apart or a little wider. If I have too many, I put them a little closer together. And then I might end with some kind of an embellishment if I see that I don't think it's going down far enough, just to draw the eye down to the right area. And then First Christmas. One little trick, you might, if you know that a lot of these are going to be for First Christmas, you might have some with First Christmas already on the bib before you get started, before you get busy. Again, if you made a mistake, if you didn't have it the way you wanted, I recommend, if you have another ornament and you've got people in line, just grab another one, do it again, and fix your mistakes later. If it's something that someone agonized over and picked out, and they said Christopher doesn't have a PH, it has an F, and they don't bother to tell you that till you've already personalized, then you can take it off. Okay. When you're writing on a dark surface, the white pen looks really good. I actually, of course you're going to use it if you're writing on something. Our teacher ornaments, both the male and female, come with a blackboard, and I do like the looks of the writing on it. With the white pen, you want to make sure that you've shaken it up so that it'll have a nice thick line. I'll put my sister, who's a teacher, on here. She's got the longest teacher name I know of. She goes by Ms. Terranova. If it was a shorter name, I might have written it at the top and then put the name on, but because she had a long name, I might write her name there and then put the year here. It's as easy as that. I also like the looks of the white if you're personalizing on anything that's dark green or red. I think the white. You can certainly use a black pen on here, and some people are a little bit afraid of the white because of the size of the tip, but I think it really kind of pops out at you when you use white on the darker colors. The reason we keep these around, for the most part, there are some other reasons, but if someone is looking for a sports ornament in a color that I don't carry, then if they wanted to have a green field hockey player, then I would say, I only make or I only sell the field hockey just like this, but I can personalize it with their school name in green. And her name in green. And now you have a color for the school colors. I also love to use those if someone buys one of these desk ornaments. My children's high school was blue and gold. I'm not going to try to write in yellow because it's not going to show well, but I might do a line of yellow on there and then write Acton Boxborough in blue ink. So if you can put up samples with different colors too, that really kind of piques people's interest. Two things I really want to emphasize. You need to practice personalizing at the slow time. Get out old or broken ornaments or even paper and just practice until you're good enough at it and confident enough at it that you can just do it as people come up. The other thing I can tell you is going to sell the most ornaments for you is to personalize as many examples as you can and hang them anywhere you have space. People buy ornaments that they weren't even thinking of when they come in and they see it personalized. So if you take a couple of snowflake ornaments and you personalize them with clearly the grandchildren's names, you might put Nana and Pop and then all the grandchildren's names. If you do it with typical pet names, Fido and Tabby, then someone's going to see something like that and realize they can get it for their neighbor who's crazy about her animals. We have customers that put "I'm retired" on this, put it out as a sample, and sell them like crazy. Every time they have one out with "I'm retired" on it, it sells. They actually do some now ahead of time with "I'm retired." "Where's the remote" sells really well. If you put out samples and the pamphlet that we give you, you can download it right from our website, or you can call and we'll send it with your first order. But this pamphlet shows all of our ornaments with a lot of different examples of personalizing. We have a braces ornament that's one of our best sellers. Well, if you put out a braces, two of the same ornament, one says braces on and this year, and the other one says braces off and 2 years from now, sometimes you're going to sell two ornaments instead of just one. So this booklet not only has the instructions for personalizing as I've spoken about them here, but also 7 pages of examples so that you can put them out. Now you don't want to use up ornaments that you've paid for, so if you get yourself some transparent tape and you put it on the place you're going to personalize your samples, obviously you want to cut it and not rip it as I did, but I'm just trying to do it quickly. Put it right over it. If you press it on, it doesn't really show that there's tape on it. And then you can, then you can personalize. And hang it up as a sample. But if you get to a point where it's the last one left and you want to sell it, then you can take it off. I did this quite a while ago, and in order to show you that I personalized, I left it so you could see the tape. Obviously, if I were doing it in my store, I might make the tape fit a little bit tighter than that. But I put his name on Scotch tape, and then if I get down and I've put tape on, and now it's my last snowflake with a place for that many names, then I can just take it off, and I can